Whoa.
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not breathing.
She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Jordan knows he shouldn't tire a bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
If you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I tell my son every single day. Has never, not because he does, because culturally for him. Father, I love you to my son. Please him. My advice to all forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Hello and welcome everybody to Epler Gymnasium here on the Fremont campus of Ohlone College. My name is Armando Galan. It is my pleasure to be bringing you guys Ohlone College men's basketball action live on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel.
For the visiting Gladiators.
And we're going to join Coach Curran for the starting five.
1 inches tall, out of Los Angeles, California, number 0, Diggy Wimbush. Starting at the guard position, he's a freshman, 6'4", out of Los Angeles, number 13, Zach Broadus. Starting at the guard position, he's a sophomore, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, out of Hayward, number 30, David Hector. Starting at the forward position, he's a sophomore, 6 feet 9 inches tall, out of Houston, Texas, number 22, David Ohlone. And to round out your starting five, also a guard, a sophomore, 6 feet 3 inches tall, out of San Jose, number 32, Jaden Rivera. And Coach McMiller is in his 5th year here at Chabot College, and he is assisted by, 4th year here at Chabot College, he is assisted by Marcel Miffin. And now for your Ohlone College Renegades. Starting at the guard position, he's a sophomore, 6 feet, out of Oakland, California, number 0, Jalen Jones.
Woo! Let's go, Jalen!
Starting at the guard position, he's a freshman, 5 feet 11 inches tall.
Let's go, baby!
Number 1, Teddy.
And Coach Curran, thank you for doing that. We are now ready for some basketball action.
He's in his first year here at Ohlone College.
And we got a plethora of baseball players here at Ohlone College watching tonight's game. Just to name a few, I see Emmett Finney over there.
The west basket.
I see Joey Stove.
And headed towards the west-east basket.
Of course, Nathan Wood, Cameron Calvillo, Stevie Hom. Cameron Calvillo's right over there on the far right side basket. Kyle Olympia as well. Here we go. Tip-off action. Ohlone College possession. Tip-off at 7:07 p.m. and we are ready for some basketball action. Michael Fashion has it in the middle side of the court, gives it to Josh Nisulu, who spins his way inside for a 2-point shot to start this game. Now, Diggy Winbush has it in the center here, going to drive it to the right side, puts it up for two, and it is a missed shot. Goes out of bounds on the Gladiators. And the Gladiators wearing their golden yellow Gladiator jerseys. They are very, very nice jerseys, making me slightly jealous over here, as the Ohlone College men's basketball team is wearing their white Ohlone home jerseys. So standard white for Ohlone and standard gold for the Gladiators. Josh is going to fight this one inside, puts it up for two, misses his shot, and it's picked up by Diggy Winbush. Winbush gets it over to number 32, Brados gets it over to 32, Rivera back over to the corner to Zach Brodas, and Brodos has a 3-point shot and puts the Gladiators in the lead. And now Jalen Jones gets a pass from Josh Nisulu. Jalen for three, misses his shot, and it's picked up by number 30. Do not have a name on number 30, so we'll get him in a second. Diggy Winbush for a 2-point shot, misses his shot, but it goes out of bounds, or actually it goes out of bounds on Ohlone College, so, on the Gladiators, so Ohlone basketball here on that out of bounds play. And it is given to Jalen Jones, as Jalen Jones gets it underneath to Michael Fashion, and Fashion puts the Renegades back in the lead. The pass is given to number 30. He goes up for two, misses his shot, but he is fouled doing so.
Foul in the paint. That foul's going to be on number 23, Ohlone College. Josh Nisulu.
And it's called on Josh Nisulu.
Team first. And to the line for Chabot College will be number 30, David Hector.
David Hector is the name. I'm not sure where he is on the roster sheet or the stat sheet. So he's not listed online anywhere, but Hector hits this free throw in there, makes it 4-4. And now for his second of two, here comes Hector. Here it comes. It is no good. Josh Nisulu on the rebound. Now you gotta go. Gets it over to Jude Jennings on the left side wing. Jude Jennings drives it inside, gets it to Michael Fashion for two. Great job on Michael Fashion to finish that one off. Off to the corner to number 32, that is Rivera. Rivera makes Jalen Jones trip and shoots a 3-point shot. It's rebounded by number 30, shoots up, misses his shot, rebounded by Michael, and it's taken away by Winbush. Winbush misses his shot, puts it up, misses his shot again. Rebounded by David Ogunlai, and Ogunlai gets it. Ogunleye is his name. Josh Nisulu now from the wing. Drives it inside, now he's gonna put it up for a 2-point shot, misses his shot, rebounded by Michael Fashion, good positioning from him. Gets it over to Maddie, now over to Jalen Jones for 3. And this is now a shot from number 13, Zach, and he's got it for 2.
Number 13,
Zach Brodus steals this one now from the Gladiators. Sorry, I'm choking up here, coughing a little bit, as Zach puts this one up for 2 again. Brodus for another 2-point shot. Puts this puts this Gladiator squad up by 1 as a timeout is called on the floor. Renegades trail by 1.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear, but he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously, and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
All right, and we return back to the court here. As I just noticed, my graphic looks kind of ridiculous here. Let's space that out a little bit. Renegades have the ball, and it's Josh Nisulu on the far left side. He kind of loses control of the ball, able to get it to Jude Jennings, wide open in the center for 3! 16:01 on the clock. This pass goes to Winbush. Winbush to the corner to number 13, Brodus. Back over to number 32. That is Rivera. Drives it inside, gets it to number 30. Now back over to the corner for 3. Misses his shot. Was Winbush there. Great job by the Ohlone College defense. Maddie Villanueva gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion loses control. Jude picks it up. Jude gonna drive it inside. Spins inside. Gets it over to Maddie on a spinning pass. Gets it now to Josh Nisulu in the corner. Nisulu gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion shoots and he misses, but he is fouled doing so, so he's going to come to the line for 2 shots.
This will be on number
15:30 on the clock.
His first, team first. And to the line for the OC. This will be number 15, Michael Fashion, shooting 2.
Fashion's first of 2 is missed. And now for his second of 2, Michael Fashion. It is up. It is no good. So that is definitely not something that Ohlone College wanted there on the free throw attempts from Michael Fashion. Here comes number 30, driving him inside, gets it outside to number 13, Brodus for 3. And Brodus gets a nice little 3-point shot. Here comes Michael Fashion in the corner, trying to aim for the corner on a pass there as he drove it inside, and he thought that Jalen Jones was coming in to the far side there. Coming into the game now for the Renegades is the Teklamariam and Khalid Elmi. Nebu Teklamariam and Khalid Elmi. As Brodus gets it over to number 30. It is tipped and picked up by Jalen Jones. An aggressive play there by the Ohlone College defense. Defended on the shot there by Mikhail Mims, an ex-Ohlone College, an ex-James Logan High School Colt. And Jake was able to get that 2-point shot there. And now the ex-Colt, Mikhail Mims on Jalen Jones. Over to Nebu Teklamariam, now to Michael Fashion. Fashion driving this one inside. Stutter steps, and he is going to foul on the play. He is going to travel. So taking it out now is number 13, Brodus. Gets it over to number 30, now to Mikhail Mims. He is an ex-James Logan High School Colt from Union City, California. Actually, one of my old teammates in the track and field and cross country is Jaden Rivera for 3. 18-12 the score. Jude Jennings trying to drive this one inside, puts it up for 2, misses his shot, goes to Khalid Elmi, and Elmi broke away from his spot as he was trying to go back on defense. He was a 1-2 on that play as he was trying to get back across the other way to play some defense, left this spot wide open, and that's exactly where the basketball went. Out of bounds on the Renegades, and the Gladiators have it. It's Mikhail Mims now, getting covered by Jude Jennings. Jennings stutter steps inside, now gives it to number 13, Brodos, back over to Mikhail Mims. Now 22, that is David Ogunlai, and he puts it up for 2, but he is fouled, or no, he fouls doing so.
That'll be on David Ogunlai. His first.
It is his first and team's second. He scored a 2, but no basket as it was a foul. 13:28 on the clock. Jalen Jones to Jude Jennings. Jennings gets a screen from Michael Fashion. Now gets it underneath the Fashion to Khalid Elmi in the corner for 3. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Mikhail Mims. Mikhail underneath to number 32, Rivera. Rivera back over to 13, Brodas. Misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Jalen Jones, stolen out of the hands of Rivera, who almost had himself a rebound there on that play. Ryan Uncleback getting ready to check in for Ohlone College as Jordan Lee is calling the play here from the sideline. Gets it up to Tekla Maria, misses his shot, rebounded by Fashion. He was set up for a dunk, but faded back down a little bit too far for that dunk. Tekla Mariam going to try it back up the middle again, misses his layup. And it is rebounded by Mikhail Mims, and a foul is called.
That foul's going to be on 15 for Ohlone.
Michael Fashion. And it's his first and team's second. Coming into the game now is Ryan Uncleback and Matthew Villanueva coming out of the game. Jalen Jones and Michael Fashion. Now Mikhail Mims gets it to the right side to number 30. Has Khalid Elmi on him. Going up to try and dunk it, and he is fouled doing so. Foul called against Khalid Elmi. It is his first and team third. 12:22 on the clock, and the Gladiators lead by a score of 6 points, 18-12.
To the line for the Gladiators. This will be number 30, David Hector.
And David Hector shooting 2. His first of 2 is good. And now David Hector for his second of 2. It is good. The baseball team making some noise over here for Ohlone College and cracking up Alina Kalpin, Ira Sharma, and Gabriella, Gianna Ciconti. Gabriella, really? Gabriella's not here. Neither of the Gabriellas are here, unfortunately. And them 3 are on the side over there. Ryan Uncleback hands it off to Matthew Villanueva. Villanueva over to Jude Jennings. Now Jude Jennings, stutter step spin inside, put it up for 2. What a job by Jude Jennings! And now number 13, Brodas. Traveling violation. He hit the 2-point shot. He hit the 2-point shot, but he traveled on the play, and that is a costly mistake indeed. Now Matty Villanueva in the wing, gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jude Jennings having to fight for the ball. Fighting for controlling Mikhail Mims. Spins him out and cannot quite get it. Gets his own rebound, puts it up for 2. Can't quite get it. Rebounded by David Hector. Now going across the other way, Jaden Rivera to number 5. That is Habitam. Back over to the corner to number 32. That was Rivera, and Rivera called for traveling.
Ohlone basketball.
Now Matthew Villanueva looking for the handoff. That was supposed to be a handoff there as Jude broke away on the other side of the court, and it was intercepted by Mikhail Mims on the miscommunication. And Hector went up for 2, and he missed his shot, but he was fouled doing so, so he will come to the line for 2. It was Nebutek Lamariam called on the foul. It is his first and team 4th. And already 4 team fouls on Ohlone College and 11:14 on the clock. David Hector, his first, is good.
Into the game for Chabot, this will be number 2, Zayden Walker.
Zayden Walker rather, coming out number 32, Jaden Rivera. Now David Hector for his second of 2. It is up, it is good. Renegades trail by 8. Gotta get on their horses here. Start scoring. Matthew Villanueva fading off into the wing. Now to Nebutek Lamariam for a deep 3. Misses his shot. And was it a gladiator foul? It looks like a gladiator foul. And it was. Zayden Walker called for the foul there. And Ohlone College will retake possession with 11 minutes left exactly. It is his first, and it's the team 3rd. Ryan Uncleback has it in the wing. Gets it over to Matthew Villanueva, playing in the wing himself. Drives it inside for a 2-point shot, and he hits it home. Villanueva is definitely one of the better and more dangerous Ohlone College shooters. Driving inside is Habtom. Habtom misses his shot, but he's called for a foul, and the Ohlone College bench does not like it.
This will be on number 5, Jude.
And it's called against Jude Jennings.
First, and the team's 5th. And to the line for the Gladiators. This will be number
So it was his first and team 5th. Coming to the line now is number 5, Paulios. And Hoptum missed his shot. Coming into the game now for the Renegades is Josh Nisulu. And David Ogalege is back in for the Gladiators. Hoptom misses his second free throw, and it's rebounded by Ryan Uncleback, given to Nisulu, and now Villanueva. Villanueva! His pass goes wayward and out of bounds, and possession's going to go to the Gladiators, and that is a costly mistake there made by the Renegades. 10:25 on the clock. 22-16 the score. Hector getting it over to Mikhail Mims. Mims barely able to hold on to it. Gets it over to number 2, Walker. And Walker misses his shot. It's rebounded by Hector. Hector to Mikhail Mims now. Mims for a deep 3, hits it home.
Number 21, Mikhail Mims, 3 points.
And Mikhail Mims is definitely a speedy player back at James Logan High School, and glad to see that his speed has done him well. Ryan Uncleback for 3. 25-19 the score. This pass is given to number 22, David, and he hits it home for 2.
David
Ogumleye hits it home for 2. 9:20 on the clock. Nisulu. Stutter steps inside. He's got to give it away here. Gets it to Matthew Villanueva. Villanueva for 2, off balance and no good. It's picked up by Hector. Hector loses control. Uncleback has it. Uncleback gonna go up, and it is blocked by the Gladiators, number 5, Hobtom. And Uncleback was not happy with himself there. He felt like he should have had a basket.
Chabot, number 0, Diggy Winbush.
Diggy Winbush is in now. As this is taken out to Uncleback. Now Villanueva for a deep 3, misses his shot. Josh Nisulu fighting for the rebound, and it's picked up by Winbush. Winbush to the other side to number 2, Walker. Walker gets it over to number 5, Hobtom. Hobtom back over to Winbush. Winbush driving this one inside. Goes to the corner, Mikhail Mims for 3. Misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Jude Jennings. Now Jude Jennings for a deep 3. Not quite there. Rebounded by number 22, David. Goes over to the corner to number 5, Hobtom. Hobtom to number 0, Winbush, to Mikhail Mims. Mikhail Mims drives this one inside. Blocked by Uncleback, and traveling violation called against Mikhail Mims.
For the Gladiators,
Into the game now for the Renegades. Number 0, Jalen Jones, and number 15, Michael Fashion. 8 minutes on the clock. And Gladiators lead by a score of 27-19. Renegades got to hurry up and get on the gas pedal here and start scoring some points offensively. Josh Nisulu, stutter step spin inside. Now jukes his man out and puts it up for 2. What a job to get a wide open shot there by Josh Nisulu. Now David from underneath the net puts it up for 2, and it's good.
David
Ogaleye for 2. And the Gladiators still lead by 8 here, as Jude Jennings drives this one inside, gets it off to the wing for Teklamariam. Teklamariam puts it up for 2, and hits it home. Nebu Teklamariam. And now this is Brodas, who goes up the middle through the paint and gets knocked away from him, and he is fouled on the play.
It's going to be on number 14, Neb Teklamariam, his second, and the team's 6th. And to the line for the Gladiators. This will be number 13, Zach Broadus.
And Zach Broadus
with 2 free throws.
is going to come to the line for 2. It was called against Nebu Teklamariam, his second foul, and team 6, as Brodas hits it home for the first free throw. And now for his second, to make this 31-23. It is up, it is good. It is 31-23, Gladiators lead. 7 minutes on the clock. Jalen Jones gets it to Matthew Villanueva in the far right side wing. He fades it over to the corner, now fades it to the paint. Putting it up for 2, had to basically throw it because he was off balance, and it's picked up by Broadus. Broadus has play stopped, and it's a foul called against Broadus, and the Gladiators do not like the call. It is his second and team 4th. So Villanueva is going to take it out, gets it over to Jalen Jones, now to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu for 2, missed shot, knocked away by number 22, David Agunyai, and that gets knocked away from him now, as David had a pass from Broadus that was missed, and now the Gladiators complaining because they wanted a foul. And Josh Nisulu wide open in the paint for 2. .607 on the clock. Winbush. Stutter step, spin outside, and can't quite get the 2-point shot as he put it up. Now Josh Nisulu putting it up for 2, misses his shot. Fought for by Michael Fashion, and rebounded by number 13, Zach Brodas. Brodas has a foul called up top, and it's called against Matty Villanueva. It's a 1-and-1.
That'll be the 17th foul. And to the line for...
And it's the 17th foul for the Ohlone College Renegades, and it's a 1-and-1 for Zach Broadus.
That'll be number 13, Zach Broadus.
His first is good, and now for his second. Zach Broadus puts it up. I think he's been perfect at the free throw line so far.
This will be number 30, David Hector.
David Hector is in now for the Gladiators. Coming out was Broadus. Jalen Jones. Center step inside, looking for a man to pass it to. He's got to get rid of it here, and it's intercepted by David Hector. And Hector gets it over to number 32. Now back over to Winbush. Winbush to number 32. That is Rivera. Rivera back over to Winbush. Winbush to the corner to Hector. Hector, center step inside, gets it over to Winbush. Winbush for three. Misses his shot, rebounded by Michael Fashion. Jalen Jones broke his man's ankles. That was Walker that he just absolutely out-juked. Now Josh Nisulu for a deep three. Misses his shot. Rebounded David Hector. 4:46 in the half. It's been one crazy half so far in basketball. Number 2, Walker. Stepping inside for a two-point shot, and it is good. Renegades are going to take a timeout as they trail by 10.
Zayden Walker. And we got a timeout on the floor. Ohlone College at the 4:37 mark. 30 seconds.
It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
All right, and we are back as Jalen Jones is going to be given the pass from Josh Nisulu. Renegades trail by 10 here with 4:27 on the clock. Nebu Teklamariam over to the far right side wing for Matthew Villanueva. He is going to drive this one inside. Sutter steps inside. Now double spins and jumps backwards as he is off balance, putting up the two-point shot and misses it. 4:10 on the clock. And coming back the other way now are the Gladiators. It is Zayden Walker who gets it over to Hector. No, that is Winbush who gets it over to Hector now. Hector drives it inside to the paint. He's got Josh Nisulu all over him. Gets it to Winbush. Winbush coming from the far right side corner. Misses his shot, rebounded by Josh Nisulu. Or no, sorry, Jalen Jones as Josh Nisulu is down. And Nisulu is okay. Teklamariam from the left side wing gets it over to Michael Fashion, who's going to fade it over to the paint. Sutter steps inside and spins, gets it over to Josh Nisulu, and bounces off the back of the head of Jaden Rivera and goes out of bounds on the Gladiators. The baseball players making some crazy noise here as Villanueva gets it over to Fashion. And now Fashion to Jalen Jones, misses shot. And it was Winbush on the rebound there. A rare air ball from Jalen Jones. Now Winbush in the center gets it over to Hector. Hector playing in the center, going to drive it inside. Stolen away from him by Nebu Teklamariam. Getting behind the entire defense is Michael Fashion, but Matty Villanueva wide open in the wing for three. Breaks our bid of no scoring for the Renegades and puts some points back on the board for the Renegades. Getting ready to check into the game is Elmy and Jennings in just a moment. As this pass goes over to Walker. Walker to Hector. Hector for a deep three, hits it home. What a three-point shot.
Hector.
2:40 on the clock. Jones to Nisulu. Nisulu to Teklamariam. Teklamariam trying to drive this one inside, gets it over to Josh Nisulu in the center. Now Josh Nisulu. Was he called for traveling there? No, it was a foul on Michael Fashion, and it's his second in team eighth, and that is a costly foul.
Michael Fashion, his second.
And Michael Fashion does not like the call. He is arguing with the ref, but call is made. 2:22 on the clock, not 2024. As Walker gets it over to the corner to number 32, Rivera to number 22, David finding away the entire Ohlone College defense and runs over Jude Jennings on a 2-point shot. And Jude Jennings called for a foul, and it's a 3-point play. Are you kidding me? That is the first time I've ever seen Jude Jennings get run over like that. He is definitely a large young man. 6'3", about 220 pounds. He doesn't get pushed around very often. David misses one shot there, and it's not a 3-point play. But wow, what a aggressive physical play there by the Gladiators. David Ogunye. Jalen Jones to Khalid Elmi. Back over to Josh Nisulu. He is trying to drive his way inside the paint. Gets it to Jalen Jones to Elmi. Elmi trying to find Jude Jennings. He finally gets him. 8 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock. Jude Jennings trying to drive it inside. Great defense there by the Gladiators as they did not allow him inside. And there's a little skirm developing. And these Gladiators are doing a great job locking up Jude Jennings, and it's getting a little frustrating there on that Ohlone College side, as now Michael Fashion, he was a part of that little scrum that developed. He's still shouting something as he's getting taken out of the game now. And there's some clear frustration on the Ohlone side of the court here with 1:45 remaining in the first half. Coming into the game for Michael Fashion will be Ryan Uncleback, and Coach Jordan Lee not happy so far with this effort put up by his team. Visibly frustrated with Michael Fashion. And here's a double technical.
And number 32 for Chabot, Jake Rivera.
So it was a double technical, Jake Rivera for the Gladiators, and then Nebu Teklamariam for the Renegades. Or sorry, not Nebu, Michael Fashion for the Renegades. Goodness sakes. And Jordan Lee having a hard time here focusing on anything else but Michael Fashion. He's not happy with Michael whatsoever. As play returns to the court, great job communicating what was happening though by the refs and Coach Curran over there. That's not an easy job trying to communicate what happened. 1:42 on the clock as play resumes. Winbush trying to drive this one inside, loses his footing. He was fouled as he was trying to drive it inside.
That foul's on number 12, Khalid Elmi.
And Khalid Elmi called on the foul there. It is his second, and we are in the double bonus.
And to the line for Chabot. This will be number 0, Diggy Winbush. 2 shots.
Diggy puts it up for his first of 2, and it is good. Checking into the game is Michael Fashion, and Ryan Uncleback will check out. As he got a little pep talk from Jordan Lee, and I imagine that looked like more of Jordan Lee's "come on, I believe in you and I love you" type of pat on the back with frustration behind it. Jordan Lee is a very intense man during these games. Jalen Jones over to the corner for Khalid Elmi for three. Misses his shot. Rebound attempt from Jude Jennings, and it slipped through his hands. Picked up by Rivera. Jaden Rivera gets it over to number 5. That was Habtom, and Habtom missed his shot. And on the rebound attempt from Michael Fashion, it was fouled by number 22 by David Ogunleye. Ogunleye, it's his second foul and team 5th.
And 35, DJ Howard.
Now with 1:20 remaining, the Renegades need a basket here. Jalen Jones over to the corner to Khalid Elmi. Khalid to Michael Fashion, back to Jude Jennings. Now Josh Nisulu. Nisulu stutter steps inside, gets it over to Jude Jennings. Jennings to Jalen Jones for three, misses his shot. It goes out of bounds, and it's possession for the Gladiators. 56 seconds left. 42-28. Gladiators lead. And the rivals from Hayward have come to play here at Ohlone College Epler Gymnasium. Diggy Winbush driving this one inside. Gets it over to number 35, Demetrius DJ Howard. And Demetrius had a trouble with it as it was in and out of his hands. And in the scrum that developed, Josh Nisulu committed a foul. It was his second and a double bonus. We're in the double bonus now here. Coming to the line is going to be Micah Allen. His first of two is good. And now for his second of two, 36 seconds on the clock, and this game has gotten away from Ohlone College in a way that I don't think any of us have expected. 44-28 as Minka was good for his second. Minka Allen was good for his second free throw there. There's about a 5-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And was it a traveling?
That foul's going to be on number 15.
No, it was called against Michael Fashion. It was his third foul in, we're in the double bonus now, so it's a turnover and a costly mistake there by Michael Fashion. He's not playing his normal game. As Diggy Winbush is going to drive this one inside, and he's just going to waste time here. Shot clock is off with final 10 seconds of the half. Gets it over to number 2, that was Walker. That goes wayward and out of bounds. And the Renegades are going to get one last possession. 4.5 seconds on the clock. And at halftime, I believe this will be the biggest halftime deficit of the Jordan Lee era.
Traveling violation.
And a traveling call on the Renegades. So we have 0.2 seconds left on the clock, so it's pretty much over here. As we'll head to halftime by a score of 44-28. Ohlone College going to have to come back from their biggest halftime deficit of the season.
We'll see you back here for the second half of Ohlone College.
We'll be back in 15 minutes. All right, folks, we return back to action here. The Ohlone College Fremont campus. Basketball action live on the Ohlone Broadcasting YouTube channel. And it's officially time for the second half, my friends. It's been a well-fought game so far by both sides, but Gladiators so far dominating on the scoreboard at least. If the Renegades want to win this game, they have to overcome the biggest deficit at halftime in the Jordan Lee era of Ohlone College basketball. Here we go. Second half action live from Ohlone College Epler Gymnasium. Possession Renegades as Jalen Jones gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu looking for Jones. Jones wide open in the corner, and they are going to call an illegal screen on Jude Jennings. Jalen was wide open on the play.
Foul on number 5, Jude Jennings, his third.
It is his third foul and team first. And the Renegades really cannot afford to lose Jude Jennings. Need all hands on deck for this game. As another foul is called against Ohlone College, that is Josh Nisulu, his third and team second.
Josh Nisulu, his third and team second.
This can't be happening right now. Got to get back on their horses. And this is going to be given to Zach Brodas. Brodas from the wing fades over to the corner. Now throwing intended for number 22, David. It is picked up by the Renegades. And Michael Fashion trying to go for a dunk. Loses control of it. Jude Jennings has it. Gets it over to Josh Nisulu for three. Misses his three-point shot. David Ogunye on the rebound. And this is David Hector. Gets it over to number 0, Diggy Winbush. Gets it over to Brodas. Brodas to the corner to Rivera. Now back over to Brodas. 15 seconds on the shot clock. He puts it up for 2. Misses his shot. And it is a foul called against Jude Jennings again. It is his fourth and now team third. And Jordan Lee not happy right now, as Jude Jennings is just playing one uncharacteristic game. His first of 2 is good there for Zach Brodas. Now for his second of 2 to make this an 18-point game. And it's good. It's an 18-point game here on Ohlone College. Michael Fashion loses his footing as he's trying to stutter step back inside. Gets it to Josh Nisulu, who was there to cover and could not quite get the 2-point shot off. And it goes out of bounds. Possession for the Gladiators. It just seems that there's a lack of energy on the Ohlone side right now. In the corner, number 32, Jaden Rivera misses his 3-point shot. It is rebounded by Hector. Hector gets it over to Winbush, now over to Brodas, over to Ogunye. Ogunye having trouble with it. And jump ball, Ohlone ball. Now Jalen Jones takes this one, gets it over to Matthew Villanueva. Villanueva to Michael Fashion. Michael Fashion to Jalen Jones in the corner. Now Josh has it in the paint. Trying to stutter step. Puts it up for 2 and a jumping shot. Misses his shot. Rebounded by number 30, David Hector. David Hector trying to drive it inside. Gets it to number 32, Jaden Rivera. Rivera to Winbush. Winbush drives it inside the paint, loses control. Michael has it, gets it over to Matty Villanueva, and no, not a first basket, but a foul called against number 30, David Hector.
Goaltending violation.
Goaltending violation. So it is going to be our first points of the half. Goodness. 17-31. 13, Zach Brodus has it. Brodus drives it inside to the paint, puts it up for a jumping shot. 2, misses his shot. It is attempted to rebound there by Diggy Winbush as it was angling out of bounds, and he stepped out while trying to bring it back in. So the Renegades have the ball. Josh Nisulu from the far left corner gets it over to Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones got to get the ball across here, and they do with 2 seconds to spare for that 10-second violation. Josh Nisulu trying to drive it inside. He does spin inside and put up the basket, but he was fouled doing so, and it's going to be a shooting foul. Foul called against number 30, David Hector. It is his first and team first. And now taking it out, getting to Fashion, now to Villanueva, to Nisulu. Nisulu in the center. Looking to try and find a spot. Stutter steps inside, gets it over to Michael Fashion, and Michael Fashion was faded away from the basket. And he starts patting on himself, on his chest, saying, "My fault, my fault." Renegades trail by 16 as the timeout is called.
At the 16:49 mark, this will be a Chabot College timeout, full timeout.
Full timeout by Chabot College, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Hey guys, it's Mela Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
All right, we are back from the commercial break. Gladiators called their first timeout of the game. They have 5 remaining. 46-30 the score, 16:46 left to play here in the second half. Gladiators lead by 16. This is Winbush who fades it over to the wing, gets it over to now to number 13, Brodus, who's on the far right side wing, gets it to the corner to number 32, Jaden Rivera. Was a high throw and able to get it over to Winbush. Winbush driving it up the middle, goes out of bounds. It was a 2-point shot attempt, but goes wayward. So now Josh Nisulu takes it out for Ohlone College. Jalen Jones has it. 16:20 on the clock, and the Renegades need to keep it on the run here. Big screen from Michael Fashion as a 2-point shot goes up by Jalen Jones. And he is fouled doing so, so it's going to be a 2-point play. But I think the concern there was on the screen. Michael Fashion went down hard. He seems to be okay, but I'm not sure about that. That looks a bit scary. Coming into the game now for the Renegades is going to be Ryan Uncleback and Nebutek Lamariam. The 3-point play, all for naught there by Jalen Jones as his free throw is missed. So the Renegades now trail by 14 points. Uncleback with good defense forces the ball to go back on the outside. Now back over to the wing for Brodus for 3.
13, Zach Brodus, 3 points.
15:55 on the clock. Jalen Jones. Stutter steps, now puts it up for 2. It bounces around the rim and he misses his shot. Nebutek Lamariam with the rebound, gets it over to Matty Villanueva. Villanueva to Fashion, back over to Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones calls all 4 guys to go back to the left side. Villanueva has it on a dangerous pass. Gets it over to Tech Lamariam. Tech Lamariam intended for Michael Fashion, in and out of Michael Fashion's hands.
Into the game for Chabot, number 34, Terrence Kraft.
Terrence Kraft in for the Gladiators, and it's the first time that we're saying his name. Big 6'10", Leadership High School, Hayward, California product. Now Broadus gets it over to, intended for Mikhail Mims, and it gets away from all of them. Maddie Villanueva has it, lays it up for two. 49-34, 15:04 on the clock. Broadus has it in the corner, on the far right side corner. He is calling for help, gets it over to Mikhail Mims, now to David. And David has this one fought away from him, but he is fouled on the play. So David Hector is going to come to the line. It was a foul called against Uncleback. It is his first and team fourth.
And to the line for the Gladiators is number 30, David Hector, shooting two.
Now David Hector going to shoot two here from the line. First one is up and it's good. First team to crack the 50-point threshold is the Gladiators here, and now Hector to put one extra point on the board. Leading by 16. Trying to lead by 17. Here it comes. It is no good. Jalen Jones on the rebound. Down by 16 are the Renegades. Gets it over to Michael Fashion underneath the basket and lays it up, but cannot quite get it. Mikhail Mims over to Broadus. Broadus to number 32. Rivera for three, misses his shot. Mikhail Mims on the rebound. Now Rivera gonna stutter step spin inside, puts it up for two, misses his shot, and it is rebounded by Uncleback and knocked out by the Gladiators. Great job by Ryan Uncleback, as he almost outbounded it himself. 14:27 on the clock as Uncleback takes this one out and gets it over to Jalen Jones. It was a foul actually on number 34, Terrence Croft. It's his first and team third. Villanueva up for two, misses his shot, and it's rebounded by Mikhail Mims of the Gladiators. Mikhail. The ex-James Logan Colt has a big screen there from Kraft, and it knocks Uncleback onto the floor, and Broadus hits it for two. And these Gladiator players are just beating up this Ohlone College side. They are physical as Uncleback again goes back down on the ground. He was knocked down on the ground by number 13, Zach Broadus. 13:41 on the clock as David Hector puts this one up for two. And the Renegades now trail by 20 points. Timeout called.
Timeout, Ohlone College at the 13:36 mark.
And it's a full timeout. We'll be back in just a minute.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And we are back. Renegades trailing by 20. This would be their first loss of the season at home. If this trend continues, down by 20, and they really need to get it going right now. Nebutek Lamariam in the wing gets it over to Ryan Uncleback. Uncleback to Michael Fashion. Fashion Stutter steps inside, goes up for a dunk, and hits it. Wasn't quite a dunk, but still a 2-point shot. Josh Nisulu and Ju Jennings getting ready to come back in for the game. They both have 4 fouls on the game as Fashion knocks this one out of bounds on a pass intended for Terrence Kraft.
Into the game for Ohlone College, number 23.
Josh Nisulu in and Ju Jennings are now in. And coming out of the game is Michael Fashion and Jalen Jones. Jaden Rivera driving this one inside, now gets it over to number 13, Broadus. Now Broadus over to Hector. Hector gets a screen from Croft. Goes inside, gets it over to Broadus. Now wide open in the corner for 3 as Rivera misses his shot. It is rebounded by Matty Villanueva and gets it over to Josh Nisulu. Nisulu to Tekla-Mariam. Tekla-Mariam! No shot as he was fouled.
Foul on number 34 for Chabot.
Terrence Kraft was called on the foul there. Demetrius DJ Howard will come in now for Terrence Kraft.
DJ Howard.
Now Ju Jennings has it in the corner, tries to get it over to Josh Nisulu, but it's knocked out of bounds. The Renegades' biggest deficit so far has been 20 points. Trying to cut into some of that as that shot is missed by Matty Villanueva. Broadus over to the corner. Mikhail Mims for 3. Hits it.
Number 21, Mikhail Mims, 3 points.
57-36, 21-point deficit for the Renegades. Nebu Tekla-Mariam losing control of the basketball as he drives this one inside. Stutter step fakes his hands one way, takes it back the other way, around the world for a 2-point shot. Now Broadus underneath the basket, puts it up for 2, misses his shot. Picked up by DJ. DJ misses his shot, but rebounds it again, and it gets stolen away by Tekla-Mariam on a pass from DJ as he was jumping his way out of bounds. Now Tekla-Mariam trying to drive this one inside. Double spin move, puts it up and travels. Now David Hector. We're going to try and drive it inside. Gets it over to number 13, Broadus. Broadus to DJ. Loses control and it's picked up by Ju Jennings. Jennings gets it to Josh Nisulu. 4-2. Now Hector looking for a spot. Gets it over to Mikhail Mims. Mims to number 32, Rivera. Jaden Rivera loses control and it's picked up by Uncleback. Great job by this Ohlone College defense. Ju Jennings from the wing gets it over to Josh Nisulu, fighting his way inside, putting it up for 2 and missing his shot. Rebounded by Broadus. Mikhail Mims over to Rivera. Rivera for 3. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Matty Villanueva. Nueva going up for 2. Hits his shot. What a job. Timeout called by the Gladiators.
And timeout on the floor, 10:36 mark. This timeout will be credited to Ohlone College.
Ohlone College, rather. It is a full timeout, Ohlone College. We'll be back in a minute.
Woo!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
Your friend's not safe.
Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Hey guys, it's Isabella Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously, and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
As play returns back to the court, it is 57-42 with 10:31 remaining here in this second half of play. This is number 5, Hobtom, gets it over to Walker. Walker is in the right side wing, gets it over to Mikhail Mims. Mims from the corner, having this ball fought away from him, gets it over to Hector. Hector for a 3, hits it home.
Number 30, David Hector.
And the Renegades still trailing by 18 here. Gotta keep the momentum going. Matty Villanueva fakes the 3, gets it underneath to Michael Fashion, looking to try and dunk it, and he lands on his backside, and he bounced head first off the mat. He was knocked straight down onto the ground, and he is okay. He's gonna get up immediately. That is the second time Michael has been laid out like that.
Into the game for Ohlone, number 23. Josh Niasulu.
Coming into the game is now Josh Nisulu. And Ryan is coming out of the game. Because there was a miscommunication. I thought they were probably, everybody kind of thought that they were taking out Michael Fashion, as Michael just took his second big tumble of the game. Mikhail Mims taking this one out for the Gladiators. Gets it underneath to number 5, Hobtom. Hobtom to the corner to Walker. Walker looking to try and find a spot, fades it over to the wing, and it was a dangerous pass to Mikhail Mims to the right side wing. Gets it over to now Hobtom. Hobtom back over to Mims. Mims trying to find his way inside. 4 seconds on the shot clock. To the corner for number 2, Walker. He puts it up. He misses his shot. Rebounded by Hobtom. Hobtom misses his shot. Rebounds it himself, and it goes out of bounds. Possession Renegades. And that was a much-needed defensive stop there, as the Renegades now trailing by 18. Their biggest deficit of the game was 21. They have to cut into this lead. They gotta get points here in this possession. Jude Jennings finding his way inside. Nebu Teklamariam, deep 3! 9:04 on the clock as Mikhail Mims has it in the wing. Mims looking to try and fight his way inside, fights it back over to the corner, and a whistle is blown. I believe a foul is going to be called on Matty Villanueva, and it is. It is his second foul of the game, and the Ohlone College team 5th. This pass is going to go over to Walker. Walker has DJ to his right side, and he gets a screen from DJ. Wide open for a 3-point shot, tries to drive it inside, gets it to DJ now. DJ spins his way inside, and it's tipped by Michael Fashion and picked up by Villanueva. Villanueva has it stolen away from him, but there is a foul called against the Gladiators, and it's called against Zayden Walker. It is his second and team 5th. Both teams with 5 fouls here in the second half. 60-45, Renegades trail by 15. Got to keep digging into this lead. Playing some really good defense, and their offense starting to heat up a little bit. Jude Jennings inside to Michael Fashion. Fashion fights his way inside, loses control of it. Jude Jennings has it. Spinning, jumping shot. Missed his shot, and it's rebounded by Josh Nisulu. He puts it up for 2. He hits it home. Great job by this Ohlone College Renegade squad. 60-47 is the score. 8:07 on the clock as Hector is fouled by Matthew Villanueva.
Number 1, Matthew Villanueva.
And Villanueva did not like that call. It was his 3rd and team 6th now. Diggy Winbush to take it out for the Gladiators as there's a defensive substitution coming into the game, or checking. No, I don't know who came into the game. Forget what I was trying to say. And is it delay a game? 5-second violation for the Gladiators, and the Renegades will retake possession. Costly mistake there by the Gladiators, as their lead has been cut almost in half. Jalen Jones taking this one across to Jude Jennings. He's in the wing, far right side wing. Jude Jennings has this one fought away from him. Michael Fashion trying to fight for it back. He's got possession. They're going to call jump ball, possession Renegades.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Ohlone College.
Now Jalen Jones going to take it out for the Renegades. It's Tekla Mariam who has it in the wing. Neb driving it inside. Finds Josh Nisulu. He's in the left side wing. 2 seconds, 1 second on the clock. A three-point shot by Josh Nisulu cuts the lead in half. And what was once a 21-point game is now an 11-point game. Ziggy Wimbush for three, misses his shot, rebounded by Josh Nisulu. A 10-point lead for the Gladiators as Josh runs this one up for 2 points. Are you kidding me? 8-point lead for the Gladiators as Wimbush gets this one over. Sorry, no, that was Croft who gets this one over to Wimbush. Wimbush now looking for a spot. Cannot quite find it. Gets it over to Brodas. Brodas to the corner to number 32, Rivera. Rivera underneath to Wimbush. Wimbush to number 30, Hector for a deep three. Misses his three, and it's rebounded by Tekla Mariam. And now the home crowd getting into it here with just an 8-point lead for the Gladiators. Josh Nisulu for a deep three, in and out of the basket. Are you kidding me? Oh, would have been a great three-point shot. 6:16 on the clock. Into the corner here, number 32, Rivera, and a foul is called. Charging called against the Gladiators. Possession arrow going back to Ohlone. It was called against David Hector. It is his second and team sixth. And it was actually a traveling violation called against him, not a charging. So Jalen Jones gonna take this one out. Gets it over to Jude. Jude Jennings from the wing for three. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Josh Nisulu. No, it is out of bounds. .5:57 on the clock. Sorry, 5:52 on the clock. 8-point game. Brodas for two, misses his shot, rebounded by by Fashion, and he hurt himself on his way back down. And they're gonna say, after Michael lost his footing, they're gonna say that it was possession for the Gladiators now, and Michael can't believe it. As he slipped on the rebound, and it looked like it hurt himself. We'll call a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a minute.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
And we return back to Ohlone College men's basketball action live here on the Ohlone College Broadcasting YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us this evening here at Epler Gymnasium on the Fremont campus of Ohlone College. Gladiators lead by a score of 60-52. It's an 8-point lead for the Renegades, or for the Gladiators here, as possession will switch to the Gladiators after a rebound, tripping, falling play from Michael Fashion. Brodas now from the wing, looking for a spot. Teklamariam is fighting him inside. Now he puts it up for two, misses his shot, and it goes out of bounds on the Gladiators. The Gladiators have not made a basket in almost 2 minutes. As Josh Nisulu calls the play from the far back side. Nisulu to Jalen Jones. Jalen gonna fight his way inside. Gets it to the wing. Now to Josh Nisulu, wide open, gets it over to Michael Fashion for two! What a way to fake it there by Josh Nisulu, find a wide open Michael Fashion for a 2-point shot. And now Jude fighting Winbush. Winbush gets it over, and it's intercepted by Josh Nisulu. Possession arrow on Ohlone College as it goes out of bounds. A pass intended for Hector. And Ohlone College within striking distance now, only down by 6, as they were once down by 21 points at one point during this second half. Looking for their first lead since the first 5 minutes of the game. Just down by 6, as a foul is going to be called against the Gladiators. Number 0, Diggy Winbush.
Foul number 0 for Chabot, Diggy Winbush. That's going to be his first.
It's his first and team 7th. So coming to the line now is Michael Fashion. And Ohlone College playing their best offensive personnel so far. Josh Nisulu, Jude Jennings, Michael Fashion, Jalen Jones, and Nebu Teklamariam. Fashion's only shot is missed. It was a 1-and-1, and he missed his first. Hector being covered by Nisulu, gets it over to Brodas. Brodas for 3, hits it home.
Number 13.
9-point game now.
Brodas, 3 points.
Now Josh Nisulu inside, loses control of the ball. He was trying to get it over to Nebu Teklamariam, and it goes out of bounds. 4:22 on the clock. So taking it here is Hector. He's going to drive it inside, gets it over to number 32, Rivera for 3.
Number 32, Jaden Rivera.
Gladiators now lead by 12 as Jalen Jones hands this one off to Nisulu. Nisulu fading over to the center. He had Michael Fashion wide open, but chose not to pass it. Takes it inside, now gets it to Fashion. Fashion underneath the net, trying to get it off balance. 2-point shot there, couldn't quite get it. 3:37 on the clock. And David Hector gets it over to number 32, Rivera. Traveling called against the Gladiators. Checking in now is Matthew Villanueva. And coming out of the game will be Nebu Teklamariam. And they need their 3-point specialist, Matthew Villanueva, to come unglued right now. Jalen Jones trying to drive this one inside. Underneath the basket, gets it over to Michael Fashion. Fashion with a 2-point shot, misses his shot, but he is going to come to the line for 2.
Chabot College, number 22, David Ohlone.
Ohlone is called on the foul. It is his 4th and team 8th.
To the line, number 15, Michael Bastion.
Michael Fashion's 1st of 2 is no good for his 2nd of 2 now. Sets it up, puts it up, misses his shot. Rebounded by Hector and fought for by Jude Jennings. Jump ball is called possession for the Gladiators. 3:11 on the clock, and you have to wonder here how much time really is left.
Timeout on the floor at the 3:11 mark.
Timeout on the floor called. And it's a full timeout called by the Gladiators. We'll be back in just a minute.
Woo!
911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened?
So your friend's not safe.
Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God.
Hey guys, Isabella Gomez filling in for Smokey Bear because he got more to say than just,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
.3:11 on the clock as we return back from the timeout here. Renegades trail the Gladiators by 12 points as David Hector takes it out for the Gladiators. Gets it to Broadus, now over to Mikhail Mims. Mims underneath to number 22, Ohlone, and he's got it. Ohlone with a great 2-point shot, and that is something that the Renegades really needed to defend. Jalen Jones, his 2-point shot is missed, and it's recovered by Mikhail Mims and gets over to Broadus, now over to Hector. And a whistle is blown. I believe it was a timeout. It is. 30-second timeout.
Hey guys,
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And we return back with possession being in the hands of the Gladiators. And the Renegades, after going on a historic run to bring this within 6 points, have really lost almost all the momentum. It's a 14-point game now, as the Gladiators have doubled this lead. Broadus to number 22, Ohlone, misses his pass, and it is given now to Michael Fashion. Jude Jennings in the corner for 3. It bounced in and out. And a foul on the backcourt called against number 13, Zach Broadus. It is his 3rd and team 9th. And fouled again. It was a foul on Matty V. So Matty is going to come to the line now for 2 shots.
Zach Broadus, that'll be his 3rd. And to the line for Ohlone will be number 1.
And
Matthew Villanueva.
Matthew Villanueva is,
Officials timeout.
there's an official's timeout because I believe he is cut open.
15 seconds.
And he's getting a little patch up from Jeff, the trainer, the team trainer, the school trainer. That was a scary play as it was down on all floors for him, and then just it's a bit scary indeed as he's going to come out, or no, come back in now and take his shots. Got to get both of them here if you want to stay in this game. 2:23 on the clock. Here we go. It was a 1-and-1 actually, and he misses his first shot. Rebounds it himself and puts it up for two. Diggy Winbush looking for a spot. Has this one fought away from him by Jalen Jones. And Jalen Jones is going to be called for a foul.
That foul's on number 0, Jalen Jones. His first.
It is his first and team 7th.
And that's going to be the team 7. And to the line for the Gladiators, this will be number 0, Diggy Winbush.
Diggy Winbush to the line. It's his first and now for his second. Now for a second. It's good. Down by 14 are the Renegades. 2 minutes left in this game. Jalen Jones, Jude Jennings. Jennings driving this one inside, spinning it around, traveling called.
Traveling violation.
Hector Hazen gets it over to Winbush. Winbush runs over Jude Jennings and is called for the foul.
That foul will be on.
Oh no.
5, Jude Jennings.
It was called on Jude Jennings and he is fouled out of this game.
And to the line for the Gladiators will be number 0.
And that's a big loss, as that is now the team 8th foul, and Jude Jennings is lost for the game. That is a huge offensive threat for Ohlone College, now missing for the rest of the game, as the free throw there by Winbush is no good. It's rebounded by Michael Fashion as he gets it over to Jalen Jones for a deep three, misses his shot. And it's looking pretty dire here with 1 minute and 32 seconds. And a double-digit lead for the Gladiators. Here's number 32. Jaden Rivera misses his shot, but it's rebounded by number 22. Ogunleye. And it is good for the 2-point shot. 1:08 on the clock. Matthew Villanueva for a deep three. Hits it home.
3 points.
Jaden Rivera driving this one inside. Putting it up for 2. Misses his shot. It is rebounded by number 22, Ogunleye. And this is now number 30, Hector. Gets it over to Brodus, and it's a foul.
Number 1, Matthew Villanueva, his 4th. And to the line will be number 13, Zach Broadus.
So Broadus is now going to come to the line for 2. Oh, he was coming actually for a 1-and-1. Missed his first. Now Villanueva for 3. Misses his shot. Rebounded by Ogunleye. And Ogunleye gets it over to number 32, Jaden Rivera for 2. That's pretty much all she wrote. 20 seconds on the clock as Tekla Mariam hits a 2-point shot. Stoppage in play there for a foul.
On Ohlone College. That's going to be on number 23, Josh Niasulu, his fourth.
And it's Josh Nisulu called, and it's his fourth. And we're in the double bonus now. However, I don't think it matters much, as the Renegades, from what it looks like now with the final 15 seconds, will drop their first home game of the season. The first of 2 free throws for Terrence Croft is missed. Now for his second of 2. It is good. 14-point lead for the Gladiators, and that's pretty much all she wrote. One last possession for the Renegades here. It's Jalen Jones who drives it inside, drives it back out, gets it over to Tekla Mariam. Tekla Mariam to Villanueva for 3. Missed shot, rebounded by Tekla Mariam, and Tekla Mariam will put up a respectable basket. And that'll do it. This game is over. The Gladiators win by 12 points.
It'll be Chabot College.
A score of 75-63, and Chabot now above 500.
And Ohlone will fall.
And they are 9-8 now on the season, while the Renegades are going to fall to 13-4.
13-4.
And that'll do it. Unfortunately tonight, both Renegade squads taking home a unfortunate loss against the Gladiators. I've been Armando Galan for your doubleheader tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Good night, stay safe, go Renegades. We'll see you again Friday night for a doubleheader.